Hello, everybody. I'm happy to see you back again for the weekly live. Today, what am I going to run through? I'm still running through the property series. Today, we are talking about property from 1.5 million all the way up to 1.8 million. So, of course, it's like 1.5 to 1.6, 1.6 to 1.7, and 1.7 to 1.8. Okay, so what are the properties that I'm going to touch on today? I'm going to have 4 new launches. Today is not, I didn't touch about resale because the bigger property, there is some, I got 4 today, right? Got 3 of them is that the developer is actually running some good discount in terms of the prices. Later I'm going to share with you more. The bigger properties, I've seen huge reduction of the prices, and it's definitely very attractive as of the price today. So later I'm going to run through with you some of the data and some of the prices that they have transacted earlier on. Okay. So those who have any questions, you can actually put into the chat. Okay. Before that, those who are in now, can you just if can you just help me like and share this post so that more people can come in. Okay. So I'm going to share myself first. Wait. Share. Then I'm going to start a watch party also. Okay, give me a while. Okay, so I'm going to go straight into the session. Well, I just share screen. Okay, which is what I just now have shared. Today, my session will be property selection series 4, 1.5 to 1.7 range. Next week, I'm going to run through 1.8 to 2 million. I do not know whether after 2 million, I'm still going to run all the way up to 2.5 million. I will see whether there's any properties that's interesting for us to talk about. Okay. So if not, then I will resume back to the normal sharing that we have. And of course, I will also be doing Ask Me Anything later on, maybe the next few sessions, so that you all can come in and ask me for anything about your own case. I think some of you are quite shy because I've seen people who are texting me based on your own scenario. But of course, you are not asking me in the chat box. So why I want to do that, why I really urge all of you to ask in the chat is because that we can all learn together. Actually, at this time, most important, especially in this COVID situation, that we all want to embrace and also have more knowledge together, so that when we are moving forward to I mean if you are buying a property, we also want to select the best property for ourselves. Okay, so today I'm going through, for those who just come online, I'm just going to go through today 1.5 to 1.7 million dollars property. Okay, so same thing. Today the scope will be 1.5, 1.6, 1.6 to 1.7, 1.7 to 1.8, and the last part will be Q&A. Okay, that I'm going to run through 4 properties today. 3 of them are running some discount. Later, I'm going to show you the chart also and the prices that they are transacting in the earlier part and the later part that is of today. Okay, so those who are in, please help me like and share. Thank you very much. You can also like and share my page, follow me, so that next time if I have live, you will be able to come in to join us. I think this is we all want to, the key thing is that we all want to learn together. Okay, so 1.5 million, I'm going to go back to first property that is not running a promotion. Of course, their prices are not expensive to begin with. The first one I want to run through is actually Treasure at Tampines again. Of course, last week I ran through Treasure for 3-bedroom premium. If you realize, next week I might be also going through Treasure. Why? Because I personally like 3 type of units in Treasure. One is the 1033 square feet, which is the 3 premium. Second one is the 4 compact, which is the 1238. And third type is actually the 5-bedroom. So those the 13 plus square feet 4-bedroom is not my ideal choice. I will run through some of the data with you. Okay, so why Treasure? First thing, very big concern is that the size of the project. I think some of you who have been with me last week, I ran through this. I'm going to run through again. 2,200 over units. We are all concerned. Are we having an oversupply in this area itself? Because are we having a lot of competitors? Will there be difficulty selling in future? Because there's so many units that we are talking about. Okay. But if you look at the 4-bedroom, we split into 2 types. One is a 1238. and one type is a the 1270 all the way up to 1367. In this smaller compact 4-bedroom, there is only 115 to total 176 unit for the small 4-bedroom. 4-bedroom for me, you see, if you see my video before, I always say that 3-bedroom will try not to go for the small one. But 4-bedroom is quite okay, because 3-bedroom small one, sometimes they don't come with an enclosed kitchen. Sometimes they don't even have they don't have a yard, all these things. But 4-bedroom, even is the smaller type, you will have, let's see, you will have all the the yard, the kitchen, everything is actually still there, plus additional bedroom. The 4-bedroom premium, sometimes they will have like some of the projects they will have junior master, things like that. So of course, this is something, the layout is something that I always say that is very important. So you see, this is a very functional layout with a yard, with the utility, with 4-bedroom and a good sized living room, and with a balcony that stretch all the way to the 2nd bedroom. Good and bad. Good thing is that once it's stretched into the 2nd bedroom, meaning that your bedroom can actually open the sliding door all the way, which means you will be definitely more windier. Because one of the concern about condo is that sometimes we can only open the side, then the wind cannot come in. So this unit that I'm talking about, the cheapest unit that we are targeting is actually this 04147 is 1.548. Okay, PSF is 1250 per square foot. So Treasure have not dropped price. Treasure have in fact increased price. Okay, but the main bulk of increment is on the 1 and 2 bedroom. The 1 and 2, I think they have increased by 5 to 6% in terms of the price. But the 3, 4, and 5, if I depending on stacks, some stacks they have already increased the price also. But some stacks they have only increased like maybe 0.5 to 1% range, which is still marginal. So I was saying, if you want to buy, let's say I today I go in, I want to buy this 04147. The most important thing is to do what? Is to check 05147 or the nearest to you. What is the price they are sold at? Are you buying much higher than that? If you're not, then there is definitely a price that you will want to look at. Of course, if there is certain projects that is running discount later, I'm going to show you, then that's even better. But like I shared during my previous sharing about the 3 factors that will determine whether a project will increase price or drop price. One of the main thing is what? The profit margin. So you see the break even for Treasure is 1139. Today, this unit is selling at 1250, which is $111. I really do think this is not a huge amount to talk about. $111 per square foot. Secondly, we got to always keep track of the news. If you guys heard of it, about one and a half week to 2 weeks ago, CDL just bought another land in Punggol, which is an EC land at 600 plus per square foot per plot ratio, which means their break even will be 1,001 plus, same as Treasure. Because Treasure land is bought at 600 plus also. So which means what? Which means the EC will have to launch at about 12 to 13. So why am I talking about this? Very important factor is that you need to understand this price point 12 plus 1.5 for a 4-bedroom. Treasure might be one of the last condo new properties to be available in the market. In future, you might never see these type of prices because the land price are increasing. Even EC are touching the land price of previously condo. I bought my condo. I remember my condo, the land price is $550. And today I was shocked to see EC land price at $600 plus. So, I mean, key thing is the net cost is that the cost, once the land price, the main bulk of the price, the break even, the break even price for the developer is actually all load on the land. So when the land price is increasing, there's no way that the price can actually come down much. So 1250, you are going in at a very, very safe point. And secondly, we want to look at Treasure, this location. I didn't touch on this last week. The surrounding are all what? Are mostly all HDB. And there isn't any place for you to build any more condos unless there's nothing that we can do. Last time is the HUDC, the M block. So there's nothing they can do. And the key thing is all HDB upgraders, they're all looking at bigger property, which in the far eastern side of Singapore, which is like Tampines, which is like Pasir Ris. I'm going to show you this Coco Palm. You see, all those who make the most profit are all the big units. So before you buy into anything, please check the area. What are the type of units that usually make the most money? What are the type of units that demand the most attention? Because attention means that there's demand. When there's demand and the supply is the same, the price have to go up. So in the eastern side of Singapore, far eastern side, most of the demand is the 3 and 4. And if you can see from here, the top 5 profit are all 4-bedroom. Okay, so this is something that you want to look at 1.5 over million. Of course, if you know me well, I'm not someone who is very pushy in terms of what I think, and this is something that you have to buy. If this fit into your budget and if this fit into the location they want, I think this is a good choice for you, because it's I always like to go for low risk property lah. I mean, end of the day, who knows what properties is definitely going to make money? I don't think anybody will have that idea. If we all know, then I mean, we don't need to even work already lah. We just buy property, we can make everything. But of course, I want to increase the percentage that the property you can make the most out of the property. Okay, so this is for 1.5, and of course the next one is actually at Affinity at Serangoon. Why am I sharing this? This unit is 1.599, so it's still within the 1.5 to 1.6 range, but it's very close to 1.6 million. So why am I going through this? Because if you look at Affinity, the break even is 1,325. There's units that's transacted at 1,006 plus, 1,007 plus for the smaller unit, big unit at 1,005, 1,006, all have. But you see the price launch is at 1,006. Okay, today we are hovering around 1,005. The price came down and it went up again. Okay, we are hovering around 1,005. But today there is a very good star buy unit. Star buy meaning that usually developer will release 1 or 2 stacks or 1 or 2 units to draw your attention. So these are the things that we want to look out for. I mean, if we got a good star buy unit, I don't mind, because the key thing is that I'm buying way cheaper. So you look at this star buy unit, this is a 3-bedroom deluxe for Affinity. A very good thing. Of course, the kitchen is not the most ideal that I look for, but we still have a window here, which means we still have open fire cooker, which is important. Okay, so you have to do, maybe you have to do a bit of amendments to the kitchen side if you need to. Okay, but the important thing is that the master bedroom is huge. Okay, I've been there. You can put a king size, you can put a study table. I mean, all these things can fit in. And you have a utility room that can be more of like a dual use utility room. Why do I say so? If you can actually do an opening here with a door here, which can convert it into a study room. If you don't want, this can be treated as a helper's room or a storeroom. I mean, I leave it totally to you. Okay, so it's more like a layout that you can do some amendments and some changes. But the key thing is not on the layout, this one. But the key thing is on the price. Look at the price, 1.599 million, 1,388 per square foot. You look at the price point. So today we are buying almost at this point, which is one of the lowest point that you ever see Affinity touch. Later, I'm going to show you some more data. It's very interesting to see any units that's below 1,004 in Affinity, because I've really never seen much. Okay, and it's 1,152 per square feet unit. So I'm going to run through some of the data. You see, this is the units that's transacted, the same exact type of unit, 1,152, 3-bed deluxe, transacted on the launch day at 1.847, 1.8 million, 1.8 million, and there's a lot at 1.7 over million. Today, you are buying slightly below 1.6, which means you are buying cheaper by $248,000. If you can go and see Stack 20 and Stack 37, both of them is exactly the same layout. No different in the layout. Secondly, of course, Stack 20, you got a pool view, but opposite you, it's not unblocked pool view. You still face another a block in Affinity. Okay, so 37 is actually facing the HDB. As I have run through many times in my previous sharing that the facing is not the most important that we are actually looking at, because there is lousier facing. I mean, all of you that are watching, I think you all will experience this, that the lousier facing, sometimes when they sell at the right time, they actually command a higher sales price than the better facing for HDB, for private, everything. So the facing is not the most important, but now these two different facing, of course, this 0720 is a slightly better facing, is sold at 248,000, higher than the 0437 that I'm talking about today. This is the last unit that is available. The whole stack 37 is almost all fully sold already. It's left with 4th floor and I think 11th floor. The rest is almost all taken up. Okay, as you can see, if you go down to Affinity, 37 and 31 is two same unit type side by side. Same unit type, same layout side by side. But 31 and 37, same floor is about 100 to 120,000 more. Meaning that 31 is 120,000 more. So what happened to this 37 is actually a star point. Okay, which means what? First, the developer have a reduction after the ABSD. The whole project have a reduction. This 37 have a second round reduction because of star buy. So you are buying, that's why you are buying way cheaper at almost 1,004 per square foot range, which I'm going to show you here very, very clearly. If you realize, I draw out the lowest per square foot for all the transaction in Affinity. If you look at this, it's very clear what happened. There is almost all the way, almost whole page of transaction that's below 1,004. There's not a lot because Affinity about 800 units sold. So there's only like maybe close to 20 units that's below 1,004. But if you see closer, later I'm going to share with you a bit more. 14th floor and 13th floor are units, because Affinity, some of the blocks is 13th floor, some of the blocks is 14th floor. 13th and 14th floor actually include airspace. That's why the PSF is much lower. Later I'm going to show you some of the data. So in fact, we have to take out 13th, 14th, and first floor unit. There's only, if we take all these out, there's only one stack and one unit, 0337, which is the same stack, 0359, 0537, which is the same stack, and 0637, which is also the same stack, that is below 1,400 per square foot. The rest is either first floor, 13th floor, or 14th floor. So very clearly, if you buy below 1,004, you are actually buying at one of the lowest point of the whole development. So you buy lowest point, it's very hard to go wrong. Okay. Secondly, you look at this as 47 and 63. I'm going to run through this with you. So 47, you see, just now I'm shown here that why I want to show you this, because I want to show you some 13, some 14 floor are actually high ceiling. Why I say so? You see the whole stack of 47 is 1076. Do you see it, all of you? Okay, 1076. But only 14th floor is 1249. And 14th floor PSF is $200 lower than 13th floor. That's not possible. It's only possible because this extra about 180 square feet are airspace, which means the living room they have high ceiling, so they count double square feet. This is very common in a lot of developments, the top floor. So usually when you see very low PSF, you have to go and see all these things, whether is it true that is a real very meaning that is it really that is very low in per square foot, or is it because you are buying the airspace. So 14th floor airspace, 13th floor on a 1-bedroom 474 whole stack, only this 1363 is 560, which is airspace also. What I'm trying to show you is if you buy this 0437, you are below 1,004, and the whole Affinity, there's only 4 other units that's below 1,004. We don't talk about the strata lander, we talk about the normal apartment units that we are comparing with. So you are going in at a very, very safe point. And of course, like I show you in the chart, we are going in way below a lot of our neighbors, a lot of our friends who bought Affinity together. And that is why we are very safe in terms of our entry point. Okay, Ken? So Affinity is a project that, another project that is nearby Affinity is actually Gardens. I'm going to share with you a bit about Gardens later. But these two developments, we have totally different, for me, I have very different take in terms of the strategy that we are taking. So because Affinity is going to TOP maybe about 2-3 years time, so it's more for like I buy, I keep. When the price go up, I sell even before I collect keys. Okay, because I'm buying in a low price, and developer have been toggling with the idea of increasing price after the next 10 units sold. So we just ride on the wave of the developer increasing the price. We buy at one of the lowest point in terms of the whole development. Then that's the strategy. But we are not looking at staying. We might be looking at a 3 years, 4 years time frame that we want to sell the property. Okay, gardens is because next year they are going to TOP, so it's more towards a point where I might want to stay. You know, I buy a property there, I want to move in as soon as possible. But yet, most of the development, when they reach near to TOP stage, the price usually go up. But today, Garden is running a price promotion that is so fantastic in terms of the price. So if you are looking at buying for own stay, this is something that you can actually look at. Okay, so now Garden Residence 613 units. Okay, break-even price 1478. Side by side, Gardens and Affinity. Why Gardens is more expensive? Because the land they bought is slightly higher. That's one thing. Second thing, they actually use prefab way of building that is a bit more expensive, about $100. So there's more cost added into it. Okay, and that's the reason why they can build faster lah. Because government land sales is we need to use this way to actually build the condo itself. But Affinity is actually an en bloc project, so they can use the traditional way of building the condo. Okay, but it's a bit slower. So that's why I say it's your investment strategy. If you do not even want to, you know, when you take keys, your installments start to go up, your interest start to go up. If you do not want to reach that stage and you want to sell your property as soon as possible, then you want to go for something that build a bit slower. If you want to stay on, you want to move in as soon as possible, then Gardens, this type of property might be something that you want to look at. Okay, so very straightforward. Today they are running promo 1.693 at 11 for 1119 square feet, 4-bedroom compact, come with a small 1-bedroom with a single bed. Okay, 0630. Okay, PSF 1512, which is almost only $40 from the break even. Okay, so I'm going back to Affinity. Break even 1325, just now the unit 138, only $60. Very, very minor profit margin. So this one also about $40 that we are talking about. Okay, then we come and see this 1650 is the launch price, the average prices, hovering around 15 plus. Today you are going very, very close to $1,500. You can see here. Okay, so we 1119 square feet, which is a 4-bedroom. We see what is the price that they bought earlier on the launch day. And actually, in fact, after the launch day, there is still units that is transacted. So you see, 2nd June 2018, 1119, 1.9, 1.897. After that, 28 January 2019, still got 1.878. So today you are buying what price? Look at this, 1.693 million, same layout. So we are talking about how much difference? Close to $200,000 or more than 200,000, slightly more than $200,000. So they only select a selective few units. I do not know whether they are going to run this for long, and I really think that this type of discount might not be there for long. If maybe they just want to drive the sales. If the units start to move, they might actually cut all these things off. Then by then you want to go down, it's a bit too late. So if you are really considering to invest in a property there or to stay there, then these are the two properties that you can actually look at. Okay, so that's why I was sharing with all of you just now that today I'm running through 3 properties that have some promo, like star buy, like promo units, and it's not the whole stack. For Affinity is 1 stack. Okay, after that stack finish, no more. For Gardens it's a few units. Okay, so after the units sold, no more. So if you are seriously looking for all these properties around this range and you want to buy a property around this area, do go down and take a look yourself. I mean, if you need help, you can actually contact me also. I can help you with it. Okay, I can run through some of the data with you. But of course, when the units are sold, we need to see what are the updated units that we want to go for, and of course, today I never really go in depth into comparison about this stack and that stack, 2-star buy, which one is the better one that we want to go for. I'm just running through the numbers in terms of whether is it worth it, because the price is really have a promotion that is running at this price, comparing to the day one price, how much we are buying lower, are we safe in terms of the entry? So now we are moving towards 1.7 million property, which is something that is very, I mean, a lot of people have not been focusing a lot of attention on it. And today I'm going to run through this. This is actually Woodleigh Residences. It's one of the last integrated development in Singapore. I think we total we have about 10 planned for. If I remember correctly, the last two is actually there's one more that is not announced yet. But before this last one, the third last and the second last is actually Sengkang Grand and Woodleigh Residences. So what is an integrated development, which means that you have bus interchange, you have MRT, you have the shopping mall, you're right on top of it. You might have childcare, you might have different things. So it's like Watertown, it's like Jurong Point, it's like Bedok Residences, Bedok Mall, you know, all these things. So Woodleigh Residences is a one of a kind development, and usually with this type of development, they usually have a premium in terms of the prices. Seen it many times. Like example, we talk about Watertown opposite. Watertown is called what? Well, I can't remember. But there's another condo opposite Watertown, which usually is $200-300 lower in terms of per square foot. So today we are going into Woodleigh and look at the prices. Okay, so the break even for Woodleigh Residences is at 1,731 per square foot. Okay. Look at this chart. Also, same thing. They first launched at $2,000 over average transaction. Today is hovering around 1,008 plus per square foot for a mixed integrated development. Just right beside Woodleigh MRT. Okay, which is Asia area. This we are talking about Asia. So there's a reduction in terms of the prices. You can see from here. This unit that we are going to talk about today is 1.796 million, 1,874 per square foot, which is almost $100 over. If you realize all the properties that I'm talking about is either $50 to about $100 over profit margin, which is a very low range. So this 958 square feet, this is a promo they are running. One price whole stack from I think 4th floor to 13th floor. Okay, one price for a few stacks, for 4 stacks. So I'm taking one of the units that is the highest floor available, 9th floor, 911, which is my birthday. That's why I picked this unit. Of course, when we go down, we have to see the facing, all these things. But all these units, they are facing almost the same direction. So if you see this 958, you might think it's a compact. Yes, it is a compact, but very, very usable. Why I say so? Because you come in, the living room is a bit small. Okay, so this is like a typical 3-bedroom that come with a narrow living room, not the wide one. Okay, enclosed kitchen. Okay, with a yard, and you still have a utility room for 958 square feet. So and all the bedroom can fit in a queen, and this is a king. Okay, but of course it's not those huge bedroom that we are talking about. Okay, so what I'm trying to show you, this utility can be used for helpers, can be used for study room. So I personally like the utility room because this is what we call like a flexi room. I mean, a lot of developers are building more of like flexi 3-bedroom in today's market. Oh, thank you, Alex. Also same name as me. Okay, so utility flexi will be good. Why? Because you do not know your next buyer need a study room or a helper's room. Okay, so this one can be used as a dual use, which means they can if they got helper, they can use it. If they need a study, they can actually convert into a study. Because end day we want what? We want our units to be flexible to sell to as many buyers as possible. Because next time the buyers have different needs. Okay, so this layout is actually for 958. I find really in terms they really use the space well. They didn't really waste the space, and all the things you need is actually there. The yard is there. The utility is there. Okay, you don't even need to put your washer in the kitchen, because a lot of development you need to put your washer and dryer in the kitchen. But this one, you got a designated space for your washer and dryer. Okay, at below 1.8 million, 1.8 plus per square foot. So I mean, I was I used to not be able to accept all these prices, but today we look at this. This one is Woodleigh Residences. First day on the 18 December 2018, they actually transacted 958 unit at 1.942 million, which is 140,000 higher. And if you can see the good facing unit of the 1078 square feet is 2.4 million transacted. So you can see you see the price. I mean, this is bigger, but this PSF is $2,230. Okay, and at $2.4 million. So today you're buying 1.8+ per square foot. This is the highest transacted in Woodleigh done before. And definitely the developer at later part will want to push back to this price. Why? Because at 1.8+, they are not making much money. Okay, so 2.4, slightly bigger than you, transacted at 600,000 higher, which is too much for me to accept. Okay, so Woodleigh, your neighbor is already transacting at that price. That's why I see a chart down. You just get what I mean? So this is like a promo unit that we are talking about. Comparing the surrounding prices, Park Colonial, 980 square feet, transacted at 1.864 million before. Today, 958 integrated, you are buying 1.798. So you prefer integrated or non-integrated? Park Colonial location is good, everything is good, but it's comparing to integrated, you are definitely having an advantage to it. Okay, Alex, later I will send you my handphone number. Don't need to be sold by me. Most important, I think we are all here to share good deals in the market, because sometimes as buyers, we do not know what are the available good deals in the market that we can actually look at. Of course, be it resale and new launch market. I think my whole idea of doing this series is to run through all these things with you all, so that all of us can learn together, and also if we want to buy, we can actually get good deals together. Okay, so you see Park Colonial 980 square feet, there is still a lot of transaction. There is 1.86 million, 1.857 million. So today you are buying 1.798 million, which is a very, very safe price. The keyword is what? We are safe in terms of the prices that we are going in. Of course, we want to look at another integrated development, which is Sengkang Grand. The 1012 square feet, highest transacted in Sengkang Grand done before, 1.792 million. One is really in the OCR. Of course, Sengkang Grand today, there is some price units that is having a good price. But what I'm trying to show you today is what? There is transaction for 1012 square feet, which is about 60 square feet bigger, at the same price that you are buying Woodleigh Residence today. And you are two different total locations. One is in the RCR, which is near to Toa Payoh, near to Potong Pasir. One is actually in Buangkok area, which is where I'm staying. Okay, so what I'm trying to say, if people is willing to accept these prices in Sengkang, if you buy the same price in Woodleigh, are you safe? Keyword is safe. Okay, so I personally do think this promo at 1.8+ per square foot, Woodleigh is really something that you can put into your consideration list. If you are buying something that is convenient for own stay, I mean, this is something that you can look at. Of course, there is still a 2-bedroom promo in Woodleigh also. Do contact anybody, your agents or someone that you know, to get you more information on all these things. If you need my help, please do contact me. I mean, later I will thank you for saying that I'm transparent. I mean, this is the most important, I feel, because if I'm not transparent, because today data are everywhere, but as my job, the most important thing is what? Is to share with you in terms of the research, because every day I'm doing all this research. So with all this research, how do we go use all this research to go and buy a property that is the most the best deal for yourself? Okay, so of course we need to be very transparent in terms of the things that we are running through. Okay, so today is about 35 minutes. I'm already ending at my Q&A session. So of course, I'm open to take any questions. And of course, those who are in 77 people, thank you very much. Please help me like and share my post, and also help me like and share my page. You can follow me. And next time, if there's any more live, you'll be informed. And also I want to, because the next week I will be sharing 1.8 to $2 million. And after that, I might be going to continue, but I might stop and I might be running back a session or ask me anything. So if y'all got any questions during this week or the next week, please drop me a message so that I can use your case to run through a data analysis for all of us to learn together, so that we can improve together. Because I need more live case because every time I'm thinking about all these things. So if y'all can give me your case, you have problem thinking about what you should do next based on your finances, just drop me a message. I run through for you. Okay. Joy, thank you. I think yes, thank you for saying it's a great sharing, but brought my client to board unit. Yes, I think it's really a great value for integrated for the price it is today. But if the units are moving off the shelf, to be very, I'm very certain the developer remove all these prices very soon. Because as a developer, as of this moment, I want to move the units. But once the units start moving, I will increase price. I mean, as a seller, we all think like that. So if you are really looking for something similar to this, please really go and see, go and find out more before you make any decision. Okay, so now I'm open to take any questions. If is there any questions, I will wait for another maybe 3 minutes. If there's no questions, then I will see you all next week with the 1.8 to 2 million. I think the bigger we move, the more exciting it is, because the bigger property, meaning that what? Meaning that we have what, higher chance to make more money. So getting exciting because now at first 500,000 nothing much to buy. Very, very, very little profit that we are looking at. Okay. Okay. So those who are in, thank you. Thanks for coming in today. Please help me like and share. Any questions? If there's no question, then I will end off today's session. If there's anybody who have question but feel paiseh to actually put in the question into a chat box now, do drop me a message directly. I will try my best to answer your questions. If not, I will end off today, and I'll see you next week, same time at 8 p.m. We'll be running through 1.8 to $2 million. Those who are just came in, maybe you can actually go and see my video that is uploaded, because maybe some of you came in the middle, some of you came in the end. You can, later the video will be uploaded, you can run through yourself. So if you got any questions, just drop me a message. Okay, I think Alex got, for sandwich class, can't buy EC, is it advisable to buy resale condo, just MOP? So, okay, to be very frank, my advice is, if you have been with me for so many weeks, I got two things I always say, okay? One is what? One is brand new, which means launch time. My take is at TOP and MOP is the time that we do not want to go in, because this is the time that the people make profit. We are going in to, they take profit, okay? So EC, resale, EC, MOP, I'm not really a fan of it, okay? Unless you're buying for own stay and you want something that is quite cheap and you want it immediately and brand new, and not brand new and quite new. So that is a choice. If not, no, okay? So my take is usually brand new launch or freehold 20 years and above, because freehold 20 years and above, you can find good deals, okay? So this is my take in terms of the questions you have, Alex, okay? Anything else, you can text me directly. I'll see you all next week. Thank you very much. Stay safe, everybody. Bye-bye.